Hi, today I wanted to report to you that I got my hair cut and it really brought something interesting to my attention. If you're having thinning issues and receding hairline issues and whatever type of hair loss you're having, if it happens to be primarily at the top and you still have a relatively average amount of hair around the rest of your head. I have thinning down here too, but nobody really notices that except me and my stylist because I had such thick hair to start with. But my thinning being primarily on the top, right behind my hairline and towards the center and left part area, this shorter cut has brought my shoulder length bob that I had. It created such an unbalanced look because I had a lot of hair down here and the thinning was very obvious, especially if I didn't put low lights in my gray. So what this really short pixie has done, it has really created a balance. And I just wanted to let you guys know that if your hair loss is like that, just limited to the top, you might want to consider going a lot shorter. Now, yesterday when my stylist did it, she had it all the way back, kind of like an Elvis do. Like I told her I always wanted a girl Elvis haircut since I was a teenager, but never had the confidence to do it. So it was completely covering the top of my head. So you could not see any amount of hair loss. And I think if I were to wear this out without a wig, I would hide my receding hairline with a little bit of the nasty old root powder, but it really does work. And if I'm not having to put root powder on every day, the dark brown stuff, to feel confident about going out, to hide my receding hairline, I will feel so much better about myself. I love my wigs, and of course I'm still gonna wear them. But I never thought I would want a really short hairdo every day, but I'm quite pleased with how this looks, and I'm so shocked at how it is camouflaging the fact that I am experiencing autoimmune related and chemical damage related hair loss. So if any of you have a hair loss that's on the top and still some hair around here, maybe you could consider going shorter because it really takes the focus away from the bulk down here and the thinning up here. It brings the top is where it's more full. And like I said, I would touch up with some dark root powder, and I would try to style it where it's like literally hiding the little bit of thinning at the top a little bit better. But my hairstylist did it so great the other day. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you in case you're considering doing a shorter cut, and it's easier to get into your wigs as well. And having like such a buzz at the back, it really, the wigs stay on so well. It acts as its own little grip. Also, I'm going to show you a really special wig today. Hello again. Today I have for you TressAllure's Euro Chic. I have her in this beautiful color, 33-130 R4, which is described as a dark auburn and bright auburn blend, rooted with a number 4 dark brown root. The rooting is extremely subtle on this piece. My Euro Chic is in TressAllure's newest fibers, which are called the Look Fabulous Realistic Light Fibers. They're described as the lightest fiber in any heat-defiant synthetics. So they're 40% lighter than any other heat-defiant synthetics on the market. They're a new innovation from TressAllure. They're actually a hollow fiber shaft. So the middle of each individual strand is actually hollow. So I'm kind of curious to wear them and see how they fare up because it's really interesting, but they just feel like silk. They're so light and delicate. They say that they really resemble the feeling of fine human hair. Let's take a look at her cap. So she is a open wefted cap. A little bit of stretch there. They say she's an average fit For my petite average head, I do have to take the straps in, the Velcro straps, almost all the way. She is a TressAllure's Sheer Comfort full monotop and extended lace front. That's extended all the way, halfway down into the soft fabric covered ear tabs. She also has an extended soft fabric covered nape and with the Velcro adjusters. So let's get her on for you. She is right out of the box. I've removed the tag. I did straighten the zigzag part, and I'll show you what I did to her bangs. It hasn't been styled. I just clipped them back and set them on a wig stand for a week. So let me just make sure I have that lace front. She has a really lovely fit on my more petite average head. And her ear tabs do not come down too low for me, which is quite important with my hearing aids. So I have a lower hairline, so you could see where I would have to put some red root powder on my my bio hair here. I think you could see the lace front, beautiful, beautiful lace front. Even on this dark color, it does not look overdone at all. It's extremely sparse and natural looking, and the root is very subtle. So all I did to her was I basically twisted the front pieces, put a clip in it on both sides, and I set her on a wig stand. I didn't even dampen them. That's all I did. So now, after letting her sit for a week like that, I really like how she is off my face. So it just even shows you that you don't have to use heat or steam. You could just get a little bit of manipulation just by pinning and leaving it there for a while. Yeah, she stays on my head really well, but I do have a little bit of extra room in the crown area. So I would probably, and I don't even have the adjusters in all the way, but I do have the nape all the way pulled down and the ear tabs nicely pulled down. So I think she fits pretty true to average because there's a slight bit of extra cap I'm feeling. So on my petite average, she's not as tight as not fitting me like a glove. So I would say that means she's true average fitting, but she's quite comfortable for me. I'll show her to you on all sides. She is pretty much one length all the way around. And so her measurements do read that she's 4 ounces in weight, and her density, I would say, is very natural feeling. She is not completely light density like some other light density wigs I've been wearing. I would call her, like I said, very natural feeling, but I would say low to medium density. And she's 4 ounces. Her crown is 10 inches and her nape is 4 inches. And they say she has a fringe at the front of 9.5 inches. But as you can see, she really appears one length all the way around. But I guess there is a slight little layer there. I love her modernized blunt cut because even though she is a blunt cut bob, she has these slightly tapered ends that, in my opinion, she just is some kind of a very fashionable hybrid bob because she's not completely blunt, although it definitely gives that blunt look. But these ends are just tapered so slightly that it's really, really just beautiful. And I do love this color. I'm really, really excited to start wearing her now that I let her sit for a while just to get off my face. And I can't believe how amazing her lace front is. Please let me know if you like Euro Chic, if you have her, if you've ordered her, and what color you're getting her in. I'm finding that I am in love with some darker auburns. I've tried a lighter auburn, and I find it doesn't work quite as well for me, but I really just love these darker auburns. When I was a teenager with brown hair, I often put on what we used to call back then a henna. and it gave an auburn hue to your hair, and it just reminds me of that. And I really do love these darker auburns. In TressAllure, by the way, keep in mind that if you are choosing a color and you see that the color has a name, like say Caramel Dream, that means that those are just straight synthetic fibers, like meaning regular synthetic fibers, not heat defiant. If the color that you're looking at has a color code, like mine, 33130R4, that means you're choosing a heat defiant wig, and you will have to do some maintenance, especially on longer styles or curly styles that are prone to tangling. Because my Euro Chic is a little bit longer on me than I've seen on other reviewers. I think because of my, excuse my voice, I have a cold. I think because of my short 5'2" height, I also got blessed with a short neck. So I've noticed that she looks a bit shorter on some other reviews that I've seen. But I like where she's sitting on me. It's just that I might have to do a little bit more maintenance, because as you can see, she does kind of touch my shoulders and my clothing a little bit. So I hope you like her, and please let me know if you're interested in Euro Chic. I just love to know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.